speak to all of you all across India. It's just really, really powerful. We don't take this for granted. As you know, we have wonderful uplines in Satish and Sushma Reddy, Chetan and Vinita Rastogi. We have Sajid and Intizar, whom you heard today. What a powerful talk. And of course, our coaches and mentors are triple diamonds going crown and crown ambassadors, Raj and Sangeeta Shah. It is absolutely a privilege for us, an honor to be asked to speak here, and we're just totally thrilled. 23 years in the business, we are more excited today than ever before. Rakshit talked about our backgrounds and everything. In fact, it's like a bad dream so long ago. I don't even remember, vaguely I remember, maybe one of those dreams where I was working. My image of myself cannot put myself in a cubicle or working for somebody. Just can never. It's amazing. Tonight, you have heard amazing speakers, Deepak and Aruna. What a wonderful talk. Absolutely crisp and powerful talk. Just super excited about the talk. You heard Sajid and Intizar, our own uplines. Powerful talks. You heard Nick and Paral Soni. You heard Firdosh and Nilofer Setna. You heard Sanjay and Saroj Shelar, EDCs, speak for a few minutes. It is just absolutely amazing. By the way, we are just a warm-up, guys. So wait till we have our own uplines, Raj and Sangeeta speak. So tonight, we are going to be right to the point because we have very short time. Okay, we're going to talk about process and how it fits in, because a lot of times there is so much about process. By the way, we are not going to talk about any specific steps that, should you do MG2 for how long, which book to give, what to do after this. Doesn't mean it's not important. It's important, but that's between you and your upline coaches, right? So, that's not for us to define the framework for you. But if you're part of our organization, you heard enough. You've heard us a lot of times talk about this. That's exactly what you do. In what I'm talking, if you're confused tonight, don't worry about me. If I'm not part of your upline, you should go back to your own upline, okay, and check with them. Now, if you're part of my organization, our organization, don't worry about checking. This is what you do, okay? So I just, Uma and I will go back and forth, right, Uma, about this. So I want to just make it talk about the mindset of the process. See, there is a process mindset, there is a process framework, right? And while framework, is function of mindset, it's a mindset. If you don't have that, if you don't have the mentality of the process, no matter how much you checkbox things, it's not going to work. Okay. It's like some people are like, I need to ask these 5 questions in MG1. That's it. And I'm checking and okay, they're reading, like asking these questions. Some people are like, they're so organized and so legalistic. We call it legalistic. What is legalistic? It means that these are the things you think that you will do, and you checkbox them, and whatever happens, you're going to do it and get out. Okay. And that is called being legalistic. This doesn't mean that you become a process hippie and run around and do anything you want. This is not a license to do anything you want and say, oh, I'm not being legalistic. I'm just, I know the intent of it. So that is when you have the play, huddle, play, what we call PHP with your upline. Okay. As you're doing these process steps, it's also important that you check on a consistent basis with your upline. So that's something I want to talk to you about. But let's talk at the beginning. Why process? Why this? We were pretty 4 basics. You all are well versed. You know what to do. And why all this madness, about the process, right? You might think. So I don't know if you have gone to the arcade. Have you been to the arcade games, any of you? Where we all play, right? There is a shooting game, balloon game. There is this put the ring in the bottle on the bottle game. You see the arcade, right? In exhibition, we used to have all these games in the arcade. So in the public exhibition we used to go when we were kids in India. So we had this arcade, and one of the things, there is a game called Whack-A-Mole. I don't know if you heard of this, saw this game. You take a little rubber hammer and you start hitting this poles and they pop up. You hit this, the goal is to keep them all down, right? But when you hit this and pop it down, this one pops up. When you hit it, two more pop up, and you hit those two more pop up from here. So before that, we were all playing a game of whack-a-mole before the process. What is that? So you onboard a person, right? You sponsor a person, and you make him a a distributor, ABO, ADS, and whatever. Okay, you basically onboard them in the business, and when you do that, this person will come to, and then you talk to them about the core steps. And so sometimes this person now will do PV. Okay, oh yeah, 100 PV, and congratulations. And when they do PV, they will not be on standing order. When they do standing order, they won't come to conference. When they come to conference, they won't attend the regular meetings on the VE, the evaluation seminar, right? So it's like whack-a-mole. You do this, okay, I got it taken care, man. This PV is set. And then no standing order, no function, no this thing. And coming to function and coming to VES regularly, no PV. Okay. Sometimes people make combinations. Okay, they'll do standing order and function, but no PV. PV and standing order, no function. Function and VES, no standing order, no PV. It's crazy. So on the beautiful day, when all the stars are aligned, 5 people do, 10 people do PV, you'll be 1,000 PV. 1,200, right? 2,400, 1,200, our brackets. So you say, man, that is done. Get the balloon, get the accolades, congratulations from upline, done. Okay. No more of that. I've accomplished it. I've walked across, people clap for me. Sometimes, it's like people accomplishment of silver, accomplishment of whatever pin, that is the highest level. Like they don't know when they'll ever see it in life. And they're so excited. That's it. But it is not a consistency mindset. A good business is a business that is consistent year in year. Okay. This is our 17th year of being qualified as diamond and up, 18th year, perhaps, continuously. Right. And why is that? Because we learn from our uplines, especially Raj and Sangeeta, how to build a successful and profitable business. Right. So, Uma, we want to talk about protein bar and candy bar a little bit.
You want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about that. And please feel free to jump in. Okay. So it's like this. Have you seen chocolate bar, candy bar? What is this? The Eclairs bar. Okay. And the twinkle bar, the golden this thing, Cadbury, yes. Oh, awesome. Cadbury is so awesome. And so you see Cadbury bar, right? And there's a protein bar. So Cadbury bar, even when it hits your mouth, you can feel the buzz in your head, right? Because the sugars are already being absorbed. It's giving you the kick. Those good feeling good hormones are released already. You are just absolutely in the heaven, right? When you're crunching on this Cadbury bar. Anybody know that? Cadbury bar is amazing. But what does it do to you? The spike in your head, excitement, sugar, so high, but then you come down afterwards, right? After the sugar kick is over. But when you eat the protein bar, it's kind of like cardboard piece. You're eating the cardboard or the chalk piece, we had the chalk piece. You're eating the chalk piece. Well, it's not going to give you the hit right away, but it's going to get you fill, right? Protein gets you the fullness for a longer time, and it's healthy for you. There's no sugar spike, right? There is no temporary spike. But sponsoring people before the process was like that. Man, get them in 100 PV, and like the last guy below goes like 1,000 PV, and everybody like 20 uplines like pressure under the sea. They're all like, I'm 1,000 PV, I'm 1,000 PV. God forbid, 21% the guy goes 22 deep, and 20 people are like getting balloons, and it's all good, okay, and fired up and all that stuff, and because they'll never know when the next balloon will come, okay, and all this was happening, and it's so exciting. So keep on adding people and excitement pins and all the stuff. In the process, you slow down to speed up, right? You take 1 step backwards to take 2 steps forwards. You take 2 steps backwards to take 3 steps forwards. The net is 3 steps forward. So people are like, I don't like this, man. This stupid process thing is like too much, And I want my Cadbury bar, okay? This protein bar, you're asking me to eat this protein bar. In India, it doesn't work anyway, And we are all like very short-sighted and nonsense, everywhere in the world, people think like that. We don't see India, US, we don't see UK, Australia. the process fundamentals, the fundamentals of human behavior, how people think, motivation, inspiration, success. The principles are universal. Otherwise, we want a brick system, right? So, it's like it's a good excuse. It works like this here and this, it doesn't work there. We have heard it all. We have seen business all over the world, right? So first is the understanding and the mentality that I want to eat the protein bar, not the candy bar, right? Means I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to take the steps it takes to onboard somebody properly. What does it mean? Now, in the process, we are actually taking people through multiple steps, right? Why not? Why not the 4 basics? Before the guy realizes what he's in Amway. He has a kit. Okay. And then we'll say, oh, we'll get him in and he'll be motivated. He'll be inspired afterwards. And good luck to you. How's that working? Okay. So far, like, think about it, right? So we understood, no, we are for quality of people. And sometimes people go into posture, right? I will tell you posture. Posture is like, hey, I don't need you. Like it's arrogance, right? Posture sometimes is where we are trying to artificially let them know that we don't need them, but secretly we're begging, and but it comes out, whatever you say. In fact, you come out as a jerk or arrogant. But if you really understand this, you don't need posture. You genuinely are selecting people for your business, right? That is why if you see companies, like if you go to big companies like Google, they have 4 interviews. If you go to Tesla, the last interview in the beginning was conducted by Musk himself, for many, many positions. In fact, that onboarding and building a team, that quote unquote recruiting, is the key aspect of any founders in a company, right? That's one of the biggest jobs. Put a wrong team together, wrong dynamic, or a cancer is in your team and it spreads, it destroys the entire team. Right? You might as well surgically remove that. So the point is, because the mindset is different. So the mentality is, when you're forming a team, you're looking for that uniformity, you're looking for the standardization, you're looking for the quality, you're looking, and you're okay by letting somebody go, say no to them, because it's good for you, good for them, right? We're okay to walk away from somebody. In the pre-launch phase of the business, I was okay to walk away if I say red flag. And because we cannot inspire the unmotivated. We can work with the motivated, right? I always tell this to people. We cannot do that. So, we are willing to walk away. We are willing to say, it's okay not to do this. It's all right, man. Don't worry. Okay. This might not be for you, but we don't drop candidates. We gently lay them down. That's people skills, right? Why? Because what am I trying to accomplish? Show him how great I am? Why? I'm not in the business of showing that. I'm in the business of building large teams around the world, right? So that is the mindset you need to have. So good attitude, great mindset, being excited, and not wanting to bypass the process. You go through a few meetings and you're selecting somebody and watching their behavior, because this behavior is going to be the behavior afterwards, right? Mm-hmm. What do you want to add about?
Absolutely. And, it's just so wonderful to see all of you all today. It's just, I know the best leaders, Raj and Sangeeta are going to be coming up after us. And we are just so excited to be learning from them. And it's just incredible to see the way they have put this whole thing together. Thank you so much, Raj and Sangeeta, for giving us the opportunity to speak here. The other day, I read the story about there are 3 guys who are doing the construction work. And one of them, I believe this passerby went by and asked, what are you doing, to the first guy? And the first guy said, oh, I'm just laying bricks, construction work. So I'm just laying bricks. So, and he went to the second guy and he asked him, what are you doing? And he said, oh, I'm building a wall. And he said, okay. And the third guy, who was so zealous about the whole thing, he was just so into the whole construction thing. He went and asked him, what are you doing? He said, oh, you didn't know? I'm building the biggest temple ever here. And it is just so beautiful. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. It's going to have so much of, all this stuff. And he was so excited about the whole building. And that's why, see, all are doing the same work, but it is a matter of, what do you think you're doing? What is the big picture you have? If you know what you're doing, like we just heard Deepak and Aruna talk about, how their life has changed. Which other business will do that for you? If you know your coaches and your mentors are going to put a piece of their life into, building somebody up, wouldn't you be so proud of what you're doing and who you're bringing along into the team? So that is what the process is about: picking the right people, looking for the right mindset in a people. We don't need their skill set, but we are just looking for somebody's mindset. So we want to make sure we choose the right people. Previously, when we were doing 4x6, we would even make people in an incubator. We would just bring anybody in and we will think, oh, we'll build them up. We will do this. We will make them into entrepreneurs. We realize that, we cannot make somebody, we can take the horse to the water. We cannot make the horse drink water. So we can only provide them the environment, but we want to select the right people. We want to select that is what the process is about. The mindset, do they have that mindset to be willing to work, to be willing to do the things? Just like how, you could either play the same game of cricket, you could either play gully mein, you can just play on the streets with chappals and and just a stick and a tennis ball, or you can try for a IPL match, IPL team. So when you know your team, your diamond shape or your appliance team is like an IPL team, you want to give some weight to that. You want to have some standards for that, for somebody to be part of that team. This is what the process is about. You making sure the right people come on board. And that is what it is about. That's a mindset we're looking for in people. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So are you a bricklayer, wall builder, or a temple or cathedral builder, right? So the job is the same. The work is the same. All three are doing. Mm-hmm. So one of the first things you need to have in your mindset is, what do you have your hands on? What powerful business do you have your hands on? Mm-hmm. So think about that for a second. Okay. And I want to share with you then what are the things in your mental makeup, this is ultimate thing. You're a selector. So the process has 4 things. We call it a PEES, P-E-E-S. Okay. The process is preparational, means you're